Hey guys, and welcome to Janet being Janet. Okay, so I'm doing pretty much every load of laundry there is to do right now and waiting on the washing machine and dryer. I figured we'd just go over to Miss Amberlynn and look at a video where she's lying and saying she's sorry. Yeah, we've heard that story before many of times. But all right, let's go back in time and press play.
Okay guys, welcome to a new video. So I am going to be reacting to a video that points out my inconsistencies.
No, it points out your lies. Go ahead and tell the truth.
Sorry, I was going to say consistencies, but apparently I'm not consistent, which I get that. I feel like I do contradict myself a lot.
You lie, and you cannot keep your lies straight. That's a problem you have.
Want to do like a full-fledged disclaimer that everything I'm about to say in this video is 100% truth.
Oh, bullcrap. Whatever. We all know you can't tell the truth for nothing.
I feel like it's important that I make this video to help you guys understand or to admit to my wrongdoings or just to get you guys and I on the same page, because
we will not be on the same page because we know what reality is. You don't even hold down a full-time job, so you don't have any cares.
I can understand why it may be hard to believe things I say because of my inconsistencies.
No, they're lies. Call them exactly what they are, Amberlynn.
Like, trust me, I would not be sitting here making this video if I was just gonna sit here and ignore what's being said or gaslight in any way or make excuses in any way.
You're the one that said, who cares if I gaslight my audience? I mean, you're sitting here admitting to exactly what you do. You're just not wanting the words to come out of your mouth.
I really want us all together to realize that sometimes reasonings for something or just like me explaining something does not always make it an excuse.
You know what? You wouldn't have to make all these excuses or claims or reasonings if you kept the truth coming out of your flagpole.
It's literally just me explaining. So I have huge fears making this video that people literally are just going to believe what they want and they're not going to listen to what I'm saying. I also have huge fears that people are just going to say excuses, excuses, excuses.
People listen to exactly what you say, every word of what you say. And the reason why they do that is because you can't be trusted. And it's kind of a game to call you out on everything that you mess up.
I'm afraid that me making this video, even though it's all pure good intentions, I really just want a better relationship with my audience.
Oh, bullcrap. Balarkey, that you don't care about your audience. You never have and you never will.
And I'm just afraid that what I am going to say, people aren't going to like. But let's begin. So the first clip here, as we can see, is of this website that I go.
Would you just go ahead and get on with it? This so gets annoying when you hem haw.
One where you guys can ask me questions. The link is down below. And someone asked if YDHB made a compilation of all the times we think you lied.
YDH is young, dumb honey bun, but she no longer reacts to Amberlynn.
Would you watch it and address the issues? And I said I'd only do that if the video was short, straight to the point, wasn't condescending.
What the crap are you doing here? Have you seen the length of this video? You're doing something that ain't short and sweet and to the point.
Or assumption based. I don't want it to be rude, biased, or catering to her audience. Her audience dislikes me and judges my every move.
Most of your audience dislikes you too, Amberlynn. You know that as a fact.
And I clearly said more because there's a show more thing here, but For the most part, this is what this was about. This video is only 9.5 minutes long, so that is sweet and short to the point. So I have not watched it yet.
Well, then get on with this. Seriously, you've already watched this. You already practiced what you needed to say and what you don't need to say. We all call you out on your lies on a daily basis.
Honestly, I'm nervous. I've been suffering with major anxiety lately, so it's like, why am I filming this? But I feel like it's the right thing to do. So we're gonna ignore my anxiety.
Why can't you learn to do picture in picture? Why do you always have to do your responses like this? Because your screen is extremely blurry.
We're gonna turn this up as high as it goes, and we're gonna press play. Yes, I am not editing, Lynn, so we are sticking to the good old fashioned let's react from a laptop.
You are never reacting, Lynn. Who edits anything? You're not kidding us at all.
So let's go.
Hi, no intro today. This is here for fair use purposes. I just want to give a disclaimer. The video is completely objective. There will be no opinions. There's only contradicting clips that I have questions about. I think we can all agree that these are the clips most famous for contradictory information.
Oh, hey, I guess I've already messed up. I'm not going to compare her to what she said and what she didn't say. I'm just going to straight up say she's a liar.
And we would like to just get a straight answer. The only thing I would really like to request is that we don't hear, this was X amount of years ago, and therefore it doesn't count anymore. Because when you ask next time why people don't believe you, it's because of the track record. We build our...
You notice how Amberlynn doesn't stop and say, let me address this, let me address this, let me address this. She's like, okay, I'm just going to let it play.
Our future and current reputation based on their past actions. And so even if it was a few years back or 10 years back, it still needs addressing, because that's why people are having doubts today.
I agree with her to an extent. I do believe that people can change. They can learn from their mistakes.
We have watched you for many years. At least I have. And I haven't seen a change in you, especially towards your personality and your attitude.
Even opinions that I had a couple weeks ago are different than opinions I have now. I don't think, I want to be completely honest in this video. Even if I offend some people, and I really don't want to, but I feel like I don't have room to grow. I feel like
you have plenty of room to grow. You have a gigantic channel compared to mine. You have so many possibilities in your life. You just don't want to take them.
I've gone through so many eras, and I try to disappear from YouTube for a little bit, and then...
Ooh, kind of like now. She went a bye-bye.
I'll come back and a new person because I'm trying. I feel like there's been so many times where I have tried to change, whether that be my content to make it more suitable for you guys and more easily to digest.
No, ma'am, you change the content to make it easier on yourself. If you don't feel like vlogging, you don't vlog. If you feel like not live streaming, you don't do that. It's all in your hands. You do this to yourself.
Because I know there is certain content that is harder for you guys to watch. But I do believe that if you make a mistake in the past, you should explain yourself.
No, ma'am, your past is your past, your present is your present, and your future is your future. Quit living your life in foster care.
And if it's something that is offensive or anything along that family of things, you should apologize. You should own up to it.
Why are you rolling your eyes so much? Y'all pay attention. She can't even maintain eye contact.
So I do get it.
I am bipolar. I have known for a very long time without actually being diagnosed that I am bipolar.
Okay, so here it says, so this is a tweet that I made in 2013.
And this is not the only time she said that she was bipolar and she had been diagnosed and by a therapist, then a doctor, then somebody thought she was. So this isn't the only time she needs to explain.
It says I was diagnosed at a young age. Okay, well, I'll just read the whole thing. It says, I don't just say I'm bipolar to say it. I was diagnosed at a young age. Also, depression, anxiety disorder, and OCD.
You know, and you can have an excuse for every single one of those, and you can say, this is the reason why I am who I am, is because I have each and every single condition. Because you always have to fit in with some group. You never can be an individual.
And then the clip you just saw was from 2 years ago. So it's very contradictory. Okay, so when I was younger, I did see so many therapists, counselors. It's because I had to.
Because of foster care. Go ahead and let everybody know, because it is your identity, and I'm never going to stop saying that.
Being in foster care, like...
What did I tell you? Foster care.
9 times out of 10, like, therapy is almost, like, obligated. It's your choice if you want to sit there and talk or just, like, sit there and stare at the wall. But having appointments and seeing those kinds of people are very important.
And sometimes they're mandatory, especially if you have a lot of complaints. And seems like you had a lot of complaints back then, and you had a lot of fixing to do.
And during that time, I was told that I show signs of being bipolar. So I think at a young age, because
you showed signs. But you know you can go into your counselor, your therapist, your psychiatrist, whoever. And Amberlynn Googles all this stuff. And she learns what kind of way do I need to act for this? What does this do? So Amberlynn can get the diagnosis she wants. If she doesn't get the diagnosis she wants, she goes to another doctor.
I think I was like 15 or 16 when I was told, you know, you show signs of bipolar, you probably are. I took that, ran with it, and from that point on, I was like, oh, diagnosed with bipolar.
Quit rolling your eyes so daggum much. You know you're lying.
I'm wrong for that because I was not diagnosed with bipolar. They said that I could have bipolar, that I showed signs of being bipolar.
And you knew exactly what signs to show, just like I said.
That doesn't mean that I am bipolar, because showing signs of something, it could be anything.
Wait a second, you're not bipolar? Is that what you just said? I don't get it, because now then you say you're bipolar, but back then you're saying you weren't. Fishy now.
I know bipolar gets confused with a lot of different like mental illnesses or whatever, or just like who someone is as a person in general. So I am wrong for that. As for me, truly being diagnosed with bipolar, it was in that clip where I was wearing the blue dress. It was the first time that I have ever been diagnosed.
Yeah, but you didn't stay on your medication. That's the problem. If you were really bipolar, you would need to be on your medication because certain things in your body would change. I don't believe anything you have to say, Miss Amberlynn Reed.
So, my fault. And I do feel dumb about it. Honestly, I really do.
No, just say I lied. Not your fault, because everything you put on your channel is your fault, just like everything I put on my channel is my fault.
Let everyone know.
Wait, I don't feel dumb about being bipolar. Sorry. I feel dumb about taking what the therapist said when I was like 15, 16 and running with it. I feel dumb.
She had to correct herself real fast. I can say, hey, bipolar here. And it ain't going nowhere for me. But Amberlynn, it comes in and out all the time.
About that.
Really good. He did start off by saying, you need weight loss surgery. And I
Goodness gracious, I'm sorry I'm pausing this all the time. Get down in that comment section and gripe me out. But look at the different sizes she is on the screen. Now, I don't do anything like, I don't fat shame her. I don't do none of that. But just look at who she was looking like back then, and then look at how small her face is now. She still ain't changed.
found strange is that he didn't think weight loss surgery was right for me. The waitress.
Okay, that totally seems contradictive.
You said that if you got weight loss surgery, you would lose weight slower. You wouldn't make that much progress. I need to go try to find that video too. Dad blaming it, Amberlynn. Every time I do one video on you, I gotta go find another one.
I do want to explain. Let me go back. Okay, so in this clip, I did speak about, or I hope I did. I'm pretty sure I did because this was an update after I went to a weight loss doctor, which I was going because like I wanted to talk about weight loss surgery.
Are y'all catching the pattern here for all the newbies? This has been going on forever about her wanting weight loss surgery, saying she's going to fill out paperwork, never filled out paperwork. It's just an ongoing cycle that Amberlynn gets in.
I don't know if young dumb honey bun, I'm sure she watched the whole thing about.
Quit rolling your eyes. Quit it. You can't be sincere and roll your eyes at the same time. No, ma'am.
I don't know why she didn't put it in here. I did mention then and in other videos that the weight loss doctor said I should get weight loss surgery, but he said that I would lose weight slower.
Well, I'm glad you admitted it in this one too, because I'm still gonna go find that dagbling video.
If I got weight loss surgery, so he didn't think it was a good fit for me. So it was confusing in what he said. That is honestly the truth.
No, it's not. You wouldn't know honesty if it bit you in the butt.
And what he said, like I literally left the appointment with zero weight loss surgery information. Nothing. He just wanted me to go on this specific diet, and that was it. So I hope that explains it.
Nope, it doesn't explain it because the diet he wanted you to go on, you said it didn't make any kind of sense, so you weren't gonna do it.
I don't want to feel like I'm missing anything because like I really want to make this video and I want it to be sincere and I just want to explain.
Do you know, you can't say I want it to be sincere. You have to come across the screen as being sincere. It doesn't work the way you think your manipulation is going to work. Most of us see right through you.
Myself the best that I can. So, okay, I kind of want to just go back and rewatch to see.
But I just want to let everyone know that it went really good. He did start off by saying, you need weight loss surgery. And I found strange is that he didn't think weight loss surgery was right for me.
Okay.
Okay, Amberlynn, let's see how you're going to excuse this away. You ain't explaining jack diddly squat.
So when I say that he didn't think weight loss surgery was right for me is a true thing. You know, the meeting started with, you need weight loss surgery, ended with, I think you'd be better off without it because you'd lose weight quicker. I don't understand.
Because it's nothing but a lie. If you could lose weight without weight loss surgery, you wouldn't be in the situation you're in right now. Common sense escapes you sometimes, Amberlynn.
I didn't understand, and I still don't understand, but that is the truth. Okay.
Chris kept calling Destiny a sir, and it's like, Destiny does not look like a sir. Don't care what you say. I understand she has short hair.
I remember this, I think it was a Cheesecake Factory. The waitress kept calling Destiny a sir. And then, oh, let me just see what Amberlynn's. I always get ahead of myself. Y'all know that. I blame it.
Beautiful short hair. But she has girl features. Like, I don't understand. And her tits are huge. Anyway.
Hey, now. Keep stuff like that off your YouTube channel, because you know the little ones watch it too.
We went out to eat, and it was a buffet, and Destiny was up getting something. Mind you, the waitress was super fucking sweet.
See, you and these words. You don't have to use nasty words to get your daggum point across, and I wouldn't be saying anything if you didn't still do it today.
I'm just gonna say that. But all of a sudden, when Destiny got up, she started calling Destiny an it.
Bullcrap. Nope. Didn't happen. Nope. No. Didn't happen.
Yo.
Not a girl, not a female, not a she, not even a fucking he, which happens sometimes. And she was.
So, this is two completely different stories that happened at two completely different times.
Well, how convenient is that? Both times you had a waitress not acknowledging Destiny as a girl. 2 times that happened, 2 different places. Yeah, I told you Miss Amberlynn don't make no blame sense.
At two completely different restaurants. So here we were going to the Cheesecake Factory. So I'm pretty sure I've vlogged like the whole thing, but in this clip we went to the Cheesecake Factory where the waitress did call Becky a he. Here
Called Beck a he? I thought it was Destiny. Oh, okay, never mind.
in this, we were at Golden Corral where Becky was up getting. Why am I saying Becky?
Thank you. You even had me confused. I was like, what in the crap? I don't remember that error.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
And y'all remember, she's not supposed to be talking about Beck whatsoever at all. Now, I ain't stopping her.
I have too many exes. Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, okay. I'm sorry, Becky. I'm sorry, Destiny. Okay. I'm sorry, anyone who's offended.
I'm offended. I'm completely offended because I know anything that's going to come out of this is something you've already shown on one of your own dag blame videos, Amberlynn.
Okay, let's start this over. We went to Cheesecake Factory here, where she was called a he. We went to Golden Corral here, where Destiny went up to get more food, and I was still sitting at the table, obviously. And the waitress was.
Hey, you need to be going back to the cheesecake thing, because if not, I'm going to explain it.
Calling Destiny an it. And I was just like taken aback. So these are two separate situations. Regarding the he story, that actually happens a lot with Destiny. I don't know if it still does. Like, I haven't seen her in forever. But again, two separate stories, two separate times, two separate restaurants. So hopefully that explains things.
No. Okay, so what happened at Cheesecake Factories was Amberlynn and Destiny were out eating. Well, Amberlynn said that whenever she got the check at the very end, she put on there like P.S. or by the way, she's a girl. And so, it offended Amberlynn the entire time she was there. But did Amberlynn get up and walk out? Heck no, she didn't. She sat there and she ate her daggum orange chicken.
It's better.
Serious.
Okay, so this is, again, looks like it's from my profile where I answer questions. Someone asked, why didn't you disclose your Amazon affiliate? That video is going to get demonetized. I replied with, I didn't realize I had to do that, so thanks for letting me know.
I already told her with all these Amazon hauls that she does, she needs to go ahead and just create a store over there and go ahead and get ching, off of what people buy. Because she shows it. Because there's people that believe her reviews.
Oh, this has been a big topic, and I literally have felt so dumb about this whole thing.
Kind of when you started your earring jewelry business. You deserve that one because you didn't even read the rules of the website.
That I completely have taken my links. Like, there's no links in the description below anymore. I'm still an Amazon affiliate, but I just don't even want to be a part of it because I feel dumb. And I don't want to feel like I'm just trying to get all this money, and that's why I shop at Amazon. So
that is what you do. You create Amazon hauls all the time. Even stuff that's unnecessary for you to show us, you show us. And the reason why you do that is for the ching.
It's not like that at all. I truly didn't realize that I had to do that, and that's my fault. That is 100% my fault. I should have done more information on it. I'm not going to make excuses. It's my fault for not being responsible enough to understand what the heck an Amazon affiliate is.
And also, like I said, with her earring business, she did the same daggum thing. Well, I was dumb. Well, this is too much work. That's all she does is makes excuses.
So again, my fault, 100%. I'm sorry. I do apologize. I was not trying to deceive you guys in any way.
Hey, and just so y'all know, listen to her. She can take accountability, but does she mean it? Heck no.
Wholeheartedly, because if I knew I had to say that, I would have had no problem saying it. So again, my apologies. Okay. Didn't realize or didn't know or knew and forgot. I didn't know because I didn't do the full research that I should have.
Okay, so this is just my thought. Just my thought. Y'all roast me in the comments. But I think sometimes Amberlynn is smarter than what she actually shows her audience. And she just wants the drama to continue because the more drama, the more views.
But then once you guys told me, because I do have a few videos scheduled that are already filmed and ready for you guys. I've really been enjoying uploading every other day. It's actually really fun for me, and I like.
Okay, so now then it's every other day is convenient. Where have you been this past week, woman?
Like to be a little bit ahead so I can continue doing so, because there are days where I have mental health days and I just don't want to talk about myself. I don't want to pull out the camera. I am very grateful that I have that.
Hey, woman, just so you know, if you have bipolar, every single day is a mental health day. The problem is you will not stay medicated.
Option, while so many other people don't, which makes me very sad, because I feel like mental health days, whether you have a career or just a job or whatever it may be, I feel like those are just as important as like days where you are physically sick and can't go to work.
Okay, but here's the thing, Amberlynn. Everybody else that has to go to work, has jobs, has responsibilities, they don't get to pick up the phone and call and say, hey, I'm having a bad day, and their work excuse it. That's not how it goes. Amberlynn is so daggum fortunate for everything she has. She just does not appreciate it.
Which makes me sad, because it needs to just be a law.
Oh, you're not sad. Whatever, woman. You just downright lazy.
It really truly does, because anxiety and depression can be very crippling. But yeah, so I am a little bit ahead on my videos, which I love. And once you guys pointed out that I needed to say that, I started putting it down in the description, because I had already edited the video and I already had it scheduled. And
do you know how many people don't read her description? I don't even put a description in mine because it's kind of pointless. I put what I'm going to be talking about on the thumbnail or in the title. Amberlynn.
Stuff. So I just put it down in the description because I did a little bit more research, and that is perfectly okay to do. But then afterwards, I realized I don't even really want to do this anymore because I feel dumb. I don't want to feel like I'm deceiving people. That is never my intention.
Oh, whatever. Whatever. No, ma'am. You don't care what you do to your audience. You don't care what you say, and you definitely don't care how they feel.
At all. So I'm just gonna probably just delete like my little store altogether.
Oh, so you did have a store. Amberlynn, you always got me questioning my dagblame self, and I don't need to be doing that. Dadgummit.
Because I just don't want to be part of the situation, because it's just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, because I made a really stupid mistake. I just wish people would have understood that it was a mistake, told me about it so I could fix it. And
everybody told you about it and for you to fix it, but you didn't take down the daggum videos. You went ahead and said, okay, I filmed this clip, I'm going to post this clip. That's why I'm saying you really don't give two craps.
Then we can move on. I feel like the way people have treated me regarding it has been a little harsh. And I feel like I want to listen to your guys' criticism. I want to accept it and absorb it. But it's hard when I feel attacked.
Woman, if somebody disagrees with you in the comments section, you're like, oh, you're coming after me. That's not fair. I'm a person too. And that's not what happened. You already know your audience. You know how your audience is with you. And when one person calls you out, there's going to be multiple people call your Bodie out.
Whether you guys are choosing to attack me or you guys feel like I'm not attacked, it's a feeling that I have.
Don't you love how she's using that word? Amberlynn, you've never been attacked. You're not attacked in the comment section. You're not attacked anywhere. You get the truth and the facts of the matter pointed out to you, and you're like, ah! You stop everything, and you flip out, and you go bye-bye.
And something that I have learned recently in therapy, which I actually haven't been, I need to message her, but
not going to therapy, but you know what? It's so important to you, Amberlynn. Soon as you found out you had bipolar, everything became so important. That's why you got on the same medication as Beck back then when Beck was having their problems.
Something I have learned though is that when you say I feel like, it's because the person, aka me, really does feel that way. So if someone makes you feel a certain...
Well, shut it up. Stop it. No, ma'am, we ain't doing it. Nobody can make you feel a certain way. It's you who accepts what they have to say, and you make yourself feel that way. If you didn't care and you ignored everybody, then how are they making you do anything?
certain way, you tell them, I feel like blank. I feel like you blank. You make me feel blank. And you do that in relationships, friendships, with family. Anyone you talk to, it's easier to say, I feel like. And
if you're close to your friends, your family, relationship, whatever, they know how to read you. But when you are a perpetual liar, that's when it becomes hard because nobody believes anything you have to say.
Instead of just like telling the person, this is what you do. So when I sit here and tell you guys, I felt like I was attacked because I made a mistake. It was a bad mistake. I should have done more research. I just felt super attacked and kind of like, oh my God.
Use the word some more and see if everybody's going to feel that way for you. No.
It made me feel like really, like my chest was heavy. I was like, oh my God, what do I do? How do I fix this? Like it honestly scared me for a minute because it makes me feel like I have to walk on eggshells. Like every little tiny thing that I do, whether it's a mistake or something, people are going to like report me to YouTube and stuff. And
Woman. People don't even have to report you sometimes. YouTube goes after you. I don't think my opinion, hey, everything in here is my opinion, and for entertainment purposes and only entertainment purposes. And I'm just having a little bit of fun on YouTube. Yeah, but YouTube will come after you for so long.
I'm just like over here like it was an accident and this is a mistake that I learned from. I tried to fix it and I'm just sorry that I seemed like I was deceiving you guys because I really wasn't.
You went ahead and posted those clips. That's what you did because you think if you film it, it has to be posted.
Like every time I see a doctor, they never mention my weight. She was like, you're healthy, but you are obese. He told her about the hymen thing. Well, I'm going to go back into that. And then he told her that there was complications because of my weight.
Let's see how she's going to explain this one away.
And then he said, if she doesn't do something about it now, she won't have much longer. So you have...
Okay, I'm going to go back just so I can point. So this is one of my recent doctor visits where I talk about how like the doctor mentioned like exercising and my weight, and I thought that was really cool because, well,
why are you always searching for the words? That's what that bewilders me. Quit trying to find the words and just let them spew out. That's how people know you're telling the truth. You have to nitpick.
I mentioned my weight first. I'm going to be honest. She asked me, why don't you exercise? And I said, because I don't like to.
You're lazy. Just be flat up, plain up, straight up. You're lazy.
And I'm lazy.
Thank you. You could have started with that one. I would have been just fine.
I was completely honest about that. And she was like, you need to exercise. Her saying that, which a doctor, from my remembrance, from my memory, which is so bad, I have so many holes in my memory.
Then go back on your channel and rewatch your own tag playing videos, Amberlynn. You have an entire channel dedicated to yourself.
It honestly terrifies me. That is a whole other subject that I talked to my psychologist about, and she says I show signs of PTSD. Showing signs of PTSD from childhood does not mean I have PTSD. She said that is something she wants to talk about in the future.
I'm ready to hear where she's got the, let's see, borderline personality. That's what I'm waiting on, because you're not hearing that here. You're hearing about bipolar, weight loss surgery, this, that, and the other. You can see she's not been diagnosed.
So, also, I feel like I have to explain everything. I just don't want people mad at me for this video. Like, I truly am trying.
People are mad at you when you just open your mouth. You're a creeper sometimes when it comes down to them daggum comment sections.
So, I told you guys I stopped outpatient, but I told you guys that I want to keep the psychologist, and I still have to talk to her about that. I'm just really hoping that she'll still will be my psychologist, and I still haven't messaged her.
So how long has it actually been? They're not going to keep you as a patient for years, and they're not going to say, oh, Amberlynn, you were having mental health, so I understand not talking to me. The issue is when you're having a mental health issue, you need to talk to us.
I need to do that. That is something I need to do. So, the holes, the memory problems, very PTSD. I'm not saying that I have it. It's just...
You're just hinting at it, so later, if you want to claim it, you can claim it.
A big PTSD symptom. And I truly believed myself right here. I believed in myself right here until I saw this clip.
So you don't remember living it. You don't remember filming it. You don't remember anything like that. That gap in your teeth is getting longer and wider because of all the lies slipping out.
And this is the part where, okay, I don't want to get emotional, but this is the part where I'm like, how do I not remember what I say? Like, how do I not remember the experience that I went through?
You know why? Because once you tell one lie, you gotta tell another one to cover up that one, then another one to cover up those two. And it's a pattern that keeps going. And after so long, you forget what the first lie was.
When I saw this clip, I was like, oh yeah, that did happen. I remember this was the doctor that I saw that I actually really, really liked. She like sang and she was fun. She was quirky.
And you dropped her like a bad habit, didn't you? Oh, wait, Amberlynn holds on to her bad habits, just not people good for her.
I really, really loved her. She just made you feel like you've been best friends forever. And I remember after, all my tests came back and all that stuff, she did come in. She did tell me you're healthy, but she actually said overweight. She didn't even say obese. I literally exaggerated here. Of course I did. Am I right? But,
So that's going to be the whole pattern of this. You just exaggerate on everything. Y'all take a deep breath, let it out, and just let Amberlynn spew at the mouth.
She said, yeah, you're healthy, but you're overweight. And that's all she left it as. So there was no more than that. So it was later on, I have this health portal situation where you can message your doctor if you want.
How many times has she talked about that health portal? And how many times has she not showed us? Or wait, she showed us one time, but back then she would say, oh, this is wrong with me, that's wrong with me. Never any proof. Still to this day, no proof.
Whatever it may be, I actually don't use it anymore. But I did when I was seeing this doctor. And I messaged her. And I asked her about Octavia.
Y'all remember that one? If you haven't, go look and you'll see I did a full video on her and Octavia.
It was a little bit before I started Octavia, and I asked her, I was like, have you heard of this? Like, is it okay? Like, should I do it? And she was like, I haven't heard of it, but give it a try. You know, anything will help. And so I brought my weight to her attention first. So I think it was a few months later, I went in for another visit where she kind of did the same old sing and song and dance or whatever that quote is.
If you weren't happy with the care that you were getting, why in the crap didn't you just go ahead and change? You went from doctor to doctor to doctor, but you really liked her and you liked what she had to say. Go ahead, run her in the dirt.
Where, you know, you're healthy, but you're overweight. And that is when she mentioned the weight loss group, because I was like, as a doctor, do you have any advice of what I can do to lose weight? And she told me 1,500 calories, lower your carbs. That is what she told me because I asked her. I guess when I say no doctor's ever talked about my weight, I think it's because I want them to literally look me in the face and say that you're dying.
You just got done saying that if you don't do something, you don't know how long you're going to last. Woo, you just burning the fire at both ends, honey.
And I believe that was true until I saw this. I saw this clip and I was like, damn, that did happen. How did I forget? I literally forgot. This was during my whole cancer situation. There's a lot of stuff that happened during that I don't remember. It was a scary time in my life. It truly was. And I just have a lot of things I don't remember. So,
but you filmed them all, Amberlynn. You were never going to get to me anymore. You used to get to me. You used to get my pity, my feelings, my thoughts. You used to get all that from me. No, not anymore, because I know the true Amberlynn Reed.
Seeing this clip brought back a few memories and a few things that happened and that was said. So this is true and this is not true based on my memory.
And this is the reason why they say, liar Lynn. You cannot say, I don't remember it, it didn't happen.
I don't ever want to just like sit here and lie to you guys in my videos. It's because honestly, I feel dumb.
You will use that all the time. You can see her on the screen with the eyes all rolled up. Because she's got to find them words, guys. They don't just easily come to her brain because she's got to think about what am I going to say because I need that pity.
I feel dumb 9 times out of 10. Like, so many of you ask me, like, do you have learning problems? Like, do you have disability? Like,
oh, whatever. Don't you even start. We're not, don't you start. No. She needs to do blind reactions to things like this. But you can tell she watched this and then said, let me go ahead and try to explain it away. The more explanation you give, the more guilty you look.
like, what's wrong with you? I don't know. And that's putting it lightly.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Crocodiles don't cry. Nope. Go ahead. Suck them back in.
Okay. This is not a pity me video.
Bullcrap. You just admitted to the exact reason why you're doing this. Somebody was being mean to you, calling you out on your lies, and you don't like it.
Ain't crying.
But now, she won't have much longer. So you have sleep apnea. Why did you say you didn't? Thank you for the super chat. And honestly, I have never been tested, so I can't say if I do or not.
Oh, I know that one's a lie. Straight up, plain up, that's a lie. Because she said she had Pillow Mountain because she had sleep apnea.
Afterwards, they told me that I do have sleep apnea.
Or that I pay for the rain and okay. It's hard for me to see this clip right here. This is actually right after I got a D&C. I was put to sleep for the first time in my whole life because I was rushed to the ER and I was...
Okay, guys, so when all that happened with the C word, people were wondering why she was still just uploading regular videos. Here's the thing. She would just go ahead and go back to the title and put pre-recorded, pre-recorded, pre-recorded. Because you're going to see her eating like crazy. And then all of a sudden she goes to the hospital.
Trigger warning. Blood all over the hospital floor, the ER room. It was the scariest experience of my life. And during that... after I woke up from the D&C.
Okay, the C word runs through my family very rapidly, and I've dealt with it a lot. And the one thing that I've been taught in my life is you don't identify yourself as it. That's what you get it, you power through it, and you have confidence in yourself that you can get through it. Amberlynn, she's like, everybody go ahead and don't pick on me. Don't do videos on me. Don't get mad at me. She had all these rules of things she didn't want reaction channels to do.
They told me that I did stop breathing. And they said, that's probably because you have sleep apnea. So here, I say that I've never been tested. I don't want to get my words wrong. So let me watch it again.
Your words have been wrong through this entire thing, so rewinding it ain't gonna help.
Why did you say you didn't? Thank you for the super chat. And honestly, I have never been tested, so I can't say if I do or not.
Yeah, I have never been tested, so I can't say if I do or not.
Did you see how fast she forgot exactly what she said? Did you even pay attention to that? Because she had to go back and re-listen to herself because she had to figure out which one's a lie and which one's not a lie. You just got to pay attention.
Was what I said here, which was after this. So I can understand why people are confused. So the reason why I answered this way is because I had a hysterectomy, and the hysterectomy was so much longer.
Hey, anytime you get in a hard situation like this, that's what you bring up. You bring up the C word, and you try to get people to back off of you. And it's just like foster care. You said you beat the C word, right? You're over the C word. You've been tested again. You don't have it, but you are going to continue using it anytime it's convenient for you.
So much more invasive than the D&C. The D&C was nothing. I'm not downplaying a D&C, but it was nothing compared to the hysterectomy. And one of the main questions I wanted to ask after my surgery was, did I stop breathing? I asked, and the surgeon said I did not stop breathing.
When you had your hysterectomy, you were upset because you couldn't have kids. Yeah, that's fine.
Not one time. And the surgeon actually said how amazing and perfect it went. And it made me feel so good because before surgery, I was literally terrified. You have no idea. I was like, oh my God. I thought literally it was my last day alive. I was like, how am I going to survive this?
Then how in the crap have you gone back to your old ways? Why would you do that? If you were so scared and you had all this going on in your mind, why are you gaining weight again? None of my business, sorry, but why are you putting your health in that kind of situation? Because you don't care.
But So I think I took the easier route, and since one surgeon said I stopped breathing and another one said I didn't, I took the one that said I didn't and I ran with it. I need tested.
How does that make sense? Doctors usually converse with each other. So why would one doctor say one thing to you, another doctor say another thing to you, and then you just get to pick and choose what you want to tell the internet? There's your pattern, Amberlynn.
That's clear as ever. Morbidly obese, very common to have sleep apnea. It's just easier for me to say I've never been tested, so I don't know.
If you haven't been tested, then it's not a lie. That's what all of this is about. You're supposed to be clearing up your lies, but you're not doing it. You're adding more. Computer.
Not only is it easier, but I feel less embarrassed saying that. I don't feel ashamed saying that. So it's easier, which is the truth, to say that I have not been tested, so I don't know. So I can see how that's like an inconsistent answer.
Sorry, guys, I'm not a professional YouTuber. I never claim to be, and sometimes I forget little things like plugging in my daggone computer.
But at the time, that was my truth. And when I do get tested, I will more than likely tell you guys the results, because this has been...
Because if you're tested and it comes back positive, you get to say, woo-hoo, I've been right this entire time. There's something wrong with me.
Definitely a hot topic for my channel.
Afterwards, they told me that I do have sleep apnea.
Oh, wait. I was trying to fast forward it because I was like, I don't want to hear that again, but now...
That I do have sleep apnea.
You don't want to hear it again because you know it's a lie. And you don't want to address that one.
Or that I pay for the ring, and I just want to say that Becky actually paid for it.
Okay, so here looks like... Is this Instagram? Yeah. This is an Instagram Q&A that I did. I said, I bought the rings. Becky did.
Hey, I got a video on that one too. I just try to piece them all together and just show you the entire the little travel path that you go down. Whatever you want to call it, I don't care.
Okay, and then here, you can listen to me again.
I do have sleep apnea.
Or that I pay for the ring, and I just want to say that Becky actually paid for it. She gets commissions for her art. So, I don't know, that just like made me sad that a lot of people were just like, oh my God, you paid for your own ring, da, da, da. It's almost like, even if I did, who cares? But I didn't.
Okay.
Go ahead, spill everything on Beck, and if you say anything different than that whole engagement story, then I'm going to call you out in this one too.
So this was made after the breakup, and this was after the engagement. I'm pretty sure this was the live stream where I,
Thought you couldn't remember any of this, Amberlynn. I thought your memory was just not there. Yeah, caught you in another one.
I'm getting emotional because I know exactly what I'm about to say.
Because you're manipulating people. No, there ain't no emotions to you.
Okay, I'm just scared. So this was the live stream, I'm pretty sure, where I announced that I'm engaged, where I talked about it a lot. I don't want Becky mad at me.
You did entire videos. You did an entire video calling Beck out. See that sad puppy dog face? It better not be working on you. It ain't working on me.
So, Becky, if you see this, I love you as a person.
No, you don't. You just absolutely cannot. You despise them because of how much growth they've had, and you've been stuck in the same cycle.
But I need to be honest because this is what this video is about. I lied here. I wanted to protect Becky. Becky and I agreed that we would say that she bought the engagement rings.
I don't think there was an agreement. I seriously don't. I think Amberlynn lied from the very get-go. I think Amberlynn picked them out. Amberlynn was ready to get married. Amberlynn was waiting on Beck and just bugging the heck out of Beck because she wanted that ring on her finger.
A lot of people were saying, oh, Becky used Amberlynn's money to propose, da 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 da. I didn't want people to think that.
You weren't giving Beck any kind of money. Beck was doing live streams with you, and you would not share anything with Beck. So if they were only getting commission off of the art, then why do you think people would believe that Beck was the one paid for the ring? And common sense eludes you sometimes.
I also selfishly, I will say that selfishly, didn't want people to think that I bought my own ring.
Everybody knew you bought them, Amberlynn. Like I said, you didn't give Beck any kind of financial support. Beck had to just pinch pitties to get everything that she needs. You know, there's a penny here, there's a penny there.
I'm sorry.
So the thing that's going to get you down and is going to make you cry is the engagement. You are still bitter and hurt because Beck just said, peace out, bye.
Lying's lying. That's like a point blank period on that regard.
And it's second nature to you.
I just feel like some lies are to protect yourself or
No, you can say little white lies like if your significant other comes up to you and says, how do I look? You tell them they look great. You're not going to tell them, until you gain 5 pounds. That's the kind of little lies that don't matter.
to protect the people around you. We were protecting ourselves from judgment.
No, you were trying to protect yourself. Yourself, not Beck, just you.
And it's wrong. It's wrong. I should have just ignored the topic. If we, us not wanting people to know, we should have just ignored it. We should have ignored the topic, ignored the questions.
You don't pay attention to this advice you're saying right now to yourself. You post everything on the internet, then you get mad when reaction channels react to you because of the type of person you are.
Ignored the rumors, point blank. And I'm sorry.
I wish you would take criticism that comes in your comment section and take it as criticism so you can learn to grow. That's why I invite everybody into my comment section. Amberlynn doesn't do that though. She gets one bad comment and it's like, oh, my whole audience is gone. I just got nothing but haters.
Genuinely.
Yeah, and you using that word means you lying through your teeth.
Because it's not right to lie like that.
Why are you saying that like you're guessing? Like you're gonna try to explain away. It's not gonna work.
And this is where this is hard, and because people call me a liar all the time, and this right here isn't gonna help.
Sorry if that was loud. My mouth gets dry after so long because I talk too dag-blame much, okay?
I will say that there are a lot of things that people say I've lied about that I have not. I have not at all.
And we've asked you for proof, and you never will give proof.
So I know me saying that means nothing. It literally means nothing.
Yep, dog poop. Don't care.
I have to build trust back.
And you will never have the trust of your audience back then and now. It ain't gonna happen because you're not gonna make any changes to yourself.
That's what it is. Like I said, this is like a relationship. If you lose trust for someone, sometimes the trust never comes back.
Like a relationship, in every single one of your relationships, you have treated the other person horribly. and even wifey towards the end. So, you don't have just a basic relationship to compare anything to.
But it's nice to have that opportunity to build it back. And I really want that opportunity because this right here was not right of me.
Well, you squandered that one away, didn't you?
And I'm sorry.
Me sad that a lot of people were just like, oh my god, you paid for your own ring, da da da. It's almost like even if I did, who cares? But I didn't.
I learned how to do sign language, ABC.
Okay, so right here, this is again the question website. If you could instantly learn any language, which one would it be? Someone asked me. I said I would love to be fluent in sign language.
And that would just take some effort, some studying, some habits, and you could do it. But you don't.
It's almost like even if I did, who cares? But I didn't.
I learned how to do sign language, A, B, C, D, E, whatever. I don't need to do it all.
Oh, whatever. All them other letters don't matter.
I learned how to do that when I was, I think, 10 or 11. And after I learned how to do the ABCs in sign language, every time I would talk, or every time someone would talk around me, or every time I would think, or anything, like just anytime there were words involved, I would have my hand hidden so no one could see it. And
Okay, if you were that fluid in sign language and the letters, then why in the crap can't you do it now? Why can't you? Because once again, you're proving your own lies and you're not even catching on to this.
I would sign every single thing somebody would say, and I couldn't stop myself from doing it. It became really obsessive.
Okay, so this video, I remember this video actually. We were living.
Oh, one out of all of them that you do, you probably don't even remember the last clip you uploaded because they were all pre-recorded.
With Destiny's mom, and I had a really big like scab on my arm, and people were like calling me Diabetes Lynn.
People still call you that, especially because of your knuckles.
Diabetes Lynn, diabetes wound Lynn. Like people were saying I had diabetes and I was getting wounds from it.
And you were saying you have excoritation. I think that's how you say. I don't know. Sometimes the word gets you twisted, and we just carry on.
A lot of people were. And as you guys know, I actually pick my skin. I have excoriation, which
I think I said that word right. I probably didn't. Half the time she can't say it either.
is part of the OCD family. And I was picking at my arm really bad. So I did have a really big, it was the other arm, not this one. From what I remember, I'm pretty sure it was this one.
What does this have to do with sign language? What point are you trying to make? Just make the point.
I had a really big, nasty scab. I'm gonna be honest, it was pretty gross. And I think I was getting super annoyed, frustrated, overwhelmed, and kind of sad with people.
Oh, you mean your mentals? Your mentals were acting up. Which one?
People saying I had diabetes. So I made this video talking about like I have like forms of OCD. I do. Nowhere near as bad as some people, so I'm not saying that at all. But I do some OCD things.
Are y'all keeping count of all the things that she's been diagnosed with and she's telling us in this video? Just keep count. I haven't seen it in a while. Y'all know how I enjoy just sitting here coming across it and being like, yep, that's a good title.
I do. And one of the worst ones is picking my skin. I literally can't stop. I hate it more than anything. So I wanted to open up a bit about my OCD. And no, never been diagnosed with OCD because I've never been tested. But I have been diagnosed with OCPD because I have been tested.
Okay, so we have another diagnosis. So first you're OCD. Now, woman, I ain't even got the tally marks to write down no more.
So I don't know what to do with that information, but I feel like I should put it out there.
Nope, you didn't have to put it out there. You want another little check mark on something else you can claim later.
So yeah, in this video, I was talking about how when I was in a group home, this weird OCD thing started. I don't know. Can you call it OCD? I don't know. I'm not gonna like diagnose myself.
Oh. You get on Google and start looking things up on Google and you're like, yep, I got that one. Dr. Google is your best friend. That's why you doctor shop all the time, Amberlynn.
Or the situation. But I would do this thing where I would sign language with letters, the alphabet, what people would say if it was like in a movie, whatever it may be.
Your hands can't move that fast. That's why there's different movements of your hands in sign language, so you ain't got to spell every single word out. I'm talking too fast for you to spell it out in letters. Yeah. Amberlynn, some of the things you lie about are just completely pointless.
Sometimes even what I was thinking, and I would do it like next to my leg, I literally couldn't stop. And if I didn't do it, it almost felt like I was gonna combust, like something bad was gonna happen. Here it says, I would love to be fluent in sign language. Absolutely. If I could speak any language, that would be it.
So now we're finally back on the sign language. We had to get an unnecessary explanation of something that was happening behind the scenes of this video. And then we're going to talk about the sign language. Guys, don't get roped in by her.
I want to be able to sign. Sign language is beautiful. Like, it's so beautiful. I love watching people sign. I kind of want to take a class. Let's be real.
Then go do it. Get some initiative in your booty and go do it.
I could see the confusion kind of, but in this video I did say the only thing I know how to sign is the alphabet. That is it. I don't know anything else. I think I might know the B word. I used to know how to sign a song.
Amberlynn's like, I know how to sign the bad words, but I can't keep telling you that I know the bad words. She tells on herself so much, I can't help it. I just have to laugh at her, because if I don't, I'd be like everybody else. Yep, nope, that's not me.
I used to know how to sign Stand By Me. I think around the same age as when I learned it. I don't know it anymore. So that's what I meant. Just like Spanish, I can count to 10 in Spanish.
I think everybody can. That's the thing you do in school, and especially if you have to go through a Spanish class, you gotta know 1 through 10.
Doesn't mean I'm fluent. I can also count to 10 in Japanese.
Where? When? What video? Show me. Give me an example. I need something besides your word.
It doesn't mean I'm fluent. So I think that's where the confusion came from.
The confusion came from you. And y'all, if y'all don't like me pausing this so much, please go down in the comment section and let me know. But there's more people that would like me commenting and not so much of Amberlynn. Because Amberlynn can get annoying. We all know this.
Again, we're going to be honest. Situations like this one. The other ones are valid. Those are valid. Situations like this is like, I almost feel like people are like purposely trying to find something that I'm inconsistent about or something that I'm lying about.
Because you do it so much and it frustrates people, Amberlynn. Me, I don't care. I'm used to you now. It used to frustrate me back then, but now I'm like, yeah, I don't expect anything different from you.
Because literally in this video I said that's...
Quit saying literally and genuinely. Quit saying stuff like that. You do not use them in the right terms.
That's all I know how to sign. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what I said.
Like, just anytime.
Thought you said you remembered this video, so now then you're saying you're pretty sure, meaning you think. Oh, if only you could see this from other people's eyes.
There were words involved.
Let me see.
Every time 10 or 11, and after I learned how to do the ABCs in sign language, A, B, C, D, E.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, you guys.
I don't know. That just like made me sad that a lot of people were just like, I'm gonna
So bad at this.
It's almost like even if I did, who cares? But
Didn't you already go over this and you already admitted that you lied? Okay, let's see what else comes out your mouth.
I learned how to do sign language, A, B, C, D, E, whatever. I don't really do it all. I learned how to do that when I was...
See, right there, I said I learned how to do the alphabet. I don't know anything else. I wish I did. Oh.
If you wish you did get off your lazy booty and go to class, or just enroll in one online, or go get, what is it, Babbel? I don't know. No, you can't do Babbel. That's for like Spanish. I don't know what you do, but you can at least go get a book and start looking at it. You journal enough and you buy enough books.
Oh my God. Okay, so let's move on to the next one.
I would have my hand hidden. So
Oh. Hi, girlfriend. Why are both of these people labeled as my girlfriend and have different height and shoulder width?
Amberlynn was like, I'm not lying. This is my girlfriend. And it's like, you can tell just by body shape. She's clueless.
Wait, what?
Seriously?
No. This is all the same person.
How? No, the top picture is different than the bottom two pictures, because the top picture, their body stance is almost as wide as you. In the other ones, you can tell that it's a smaller figure in there with you. By goodness gracious, look at the arms.
Here you can see that she is like holding me like this, and she's leaning down. So that's what she's doing here. And then here she is like bent over this way instead of like this, which does make...
We've seen wifey's body before. We know the shape of wifey's body. You cannot pull the wool over her eyes on this one.
Make you shorter. When you go like this versus like this, it's clear that I look a little shorter. Here, if you can see...
She can't even explain it away. She's like, I gotta go in for a closer look because I don't even remember what I did.
Yeah, you can see that. Well, at least I can, because I know her.
She done said, trust me. No, Amberlynn, we don't trust you.
She's actually taller than what this line says. Sorry, I'm laughing. Because how young, dumb...
No, the thing is you're laughing because you can't figure out what to say at this point. Everybody on the reaction channels, comments, everywhere, everybody was laughing at you because you thought you could pull over a fast one.
How young, dumb honey bun, it's so hard to say sometimes, did this. It looks like you made her face like this tall. Oh.
You're the one that said you have a big body with a little bitty head. You remember that? I remember that. You were in the car with Beck when you did it.
I'm not trying to be funny, but it really looks like that because here is actually some of her hair. So, all the same person. This is all the same person. I have nothing else to say about it.
She says, I'm not going to give you any more excuses. I'm not going to explain anything. You caught me and there ain't no getting out of it.
That's the truth. I don't have anyone else living with me. I have not had anyone else in the vlogs. This is it. This is her.
But at the same time, you were claiming, I have friends. I'm not alone. I have friends. Even when wifey was not there, that's what you would say. You had friends over and we didn't get to see every part of your life. So you expect us to believe crap like this. she not fast forwarding this part? She's doing it for a reason. She's conniving.
Sorry.
Let's say I do gaslight my audience.
Okay.
She done goes, that's all I need to hear because I know I said it. Good old Amberlynn Reed.
This was from an Instagram Q&A. They said, will you ever acknowledge that your hate is more about the lies and manipulation than your weight? I replied with no, because I haven't lied and I'm not manipulating anyone. I can't acknowledge something that isn't true.
And you're sitting here in a video saying that you lied and you're sorry. But back then you were not lying. Miss Amberlynn.
Let's say I do gaslight my audience. Who freaking cares?
She's like, I gotta stop it there again. Let me think. The wheels are turning.
Okay, here it says gaslighting is a form of manipulation that often occurs in abusive relationships. It is a covert type of emotional, I'm sure abuse would be the next word. So when I said this
You're not supposed to say that word, Amberlynn. We don't say that word.
here, I was being dramatic. I was being so dramatic. I actually am not going to sit here and say I've never gaslighted you guys.
Because you have, and you're not supposed to be lying. You said you're going to be completely honest in this one. But you had to go back and listen to it over and over so that you could get your opinion out there and get it in your head so the right words come out.
Because that's not okay to say. If you guys have felt gaslit, then I have gaslit.
You have. You just admitted it. You have no idea how this video makes you look.
Because I'm not going to take away the way you feel or the way you say or see things. I wanted to make this video to have all these answers and reasons to make you guys understand me, and I don't.
We will never understand you, Amberlynn. All we know is the real you of how you are. We'll never understand your thinking.
Besides, I just get overwhelmed and I
Mental health. She got mental health.
say and do things that are irrational, and I don't mean to ever manipulate you guys or gaslight you guys.
You're doing it right now. Anybody falling for this, man, they just believe a whole load of malarkey.
So right now I'm just going to apologize. I don't ever want that to be a thing anymore. I wish it would have never even happened in the past. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, because you said something that was true and was honest, and now you're here trying to cover your tracks.
From the bottom of my heart, truly, because I know how it feels to be gaslit. It's not okay. It makes you feel kind of crazy. Yeah, so I'm sorry.
You know me and my stupid jokes. She was talking about how...
What happened with the doctor's diet competition? I thought you were very excited to start that on January 1st. And I said, what are you even talking about?
This is why you don't lie. Notice out there to everybody. Don't lie, because the internet is forever.
I actually don't know what this is from.
I do. Do y'all?
I don't know what either of these from. Someone else asked me, did your doctor invite you to one? I guess they're talking about a support group. And I said, no, she didn't invite me to a support group. Okay.
Uh-oh, you're about to get yourself in trouble. I'm going to laugh this away, too.
Her and her co-workers and employees, like in the office where she works, in January they were starting like a weight loss thing, just like within the office. And she was like, I want to invite you to join us. And every single month, you don't even have to pay. You come in every single month, we can weigh you and you can be a part of this. And I was like, just her thinking of me.
Yes, this was the same.
Oh, goodness gracious, I can't hold it in, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be quiet.
Same time that doctor that sings, that's the best way to describe her for you guys, This was the same time where I went in and I asked her like about how should I lose weight. And she said low carb, 1,500 calories. This is when she thought of this idea for me to come in and to weigh myself. Here, I think I'm understanding it more.
Now it's all coming back to her head. Ooh, I gotta cover up this one. She ain't doing a good job. She just thinks she is.
What happened with the doctor's diet competition? I said, what are you talking about? Because it was never supposed to be a competition. So I guess that's what I was confused about. And then here, didn't your doctor invite you to one? I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know where these are from. I guess somewhere where I'm just answering questions. And then I said, no, she didn't invite me to a support group. I guess I was talking about support groups on this website. So then my
cheeks are starting to hurt. She gonna get called out by her own self.
One replied and said, did your doctor invite you to one? I'm trying to just like paint the picture better for you guys because I'm confused. So I don't want you guys to be confused. Oh, wait. Down here it says, why don't you join a support group for weight loss? Oh, okay. So I must have answered that. And then someone said that, which in my response was, she didn't invite me to a support group. Because I took the idea of a support group as a bunch of her patients or a bunch of individuals that she sees coming together in like a meeting format. Like we sit around and we talk about stuff like that. So that's what I took that as.
You have no clue. You've already said over and over and over that you don't know, you don't know, you don't know. So you're trying to explain us something away that you don't know.
I didn't really consider at the time me coming to weigh myself and having some of the people at the office weigh themselves. I did not at the time consider that a support group, but now that I hear more about it and I'm more rational, it does make more sense that it is kind of like a support group. So hopefully that makes sense.
Telling me, I want you to be part of the weight loss journey and competition within my office.
You can see her finger going to her and it's just like, oh crap.
And
oh shit.
Woo, she's getting got. Silence.
I said competition, but she didn't say competition. I feel like maybe sometimes in the past.
Choose your words very carefully, Amberlynn, because they're going to be used against you.
I exaggerated things.
And you've said that a lot. You lie. Woo.
To make them seem more better in a way. I honestly don't know, but it wasn't supposed to be a competition. It was supposed to be a support group. But yeah.
So much. Just trust me. Like, it literally felt like me and Becky were just roommates. So it was easier for me to move on. We like never hugged. Like,
there are so many videos of them hugging and kissing, and I'm sure I can find one pretty daggum quick.
She never complimented me. I probably didn't compliment her. Like, I wasn't perfect either. There was just nothing, like, at all. So,
but yet you buy a family picture frame. You remember that, the whole Walmart thing, and you're gonna put Beck in there as part of your family. Okay.
It's like nothing has changed. It feels like, besides maybe we vibe better because there's not this like big heavy feeling like on our chest or on our shoulders anymore. Why did you agree to marry her?
Amberlynn's sitting here going, okay, I'm in the clear. I'm in the clear. I'm in the clear. Just wait, Amberlynn. You always get yourself in the behind.
Oh no. Deep down in my gut, I wasn't happy like I should have been. You know how, like, when someone proposes, like, you're supposed to, like, cry? Like, I low-key, like, tried to fake cry. I know that sounds so bad. Oh my God. Admitting it is, like, so just horrible. I don't know. Becky and I just weren't good like that. Were you ever in love with Becky to begin with? I loved Becky unconditionally. I'm just not entirely
Amberlynn sitting here going, okay, I have nothing to say. I'm good. I'm good. I'm clear. We see this path.
sure I was actually in love. I will admit that my heart was extremely broken, and I said things on live stream that definitely kind of shocked me later when I went back and saw it. I was kind of harsh to her because it's like, she just broke my heart. It was some weird mental gymnastics I was doing where it's like, I kind of wanted her to feel some sort of pain. I know a lot of people who get their...
You wanted to stick it to Beck, and you were hoping everybody would go against Beck because you were upset and butthurt that you got your engagement. Whoo, no more.
Heartbroken. They go through it differently. But one of the stages that I feel like I went through without like thoroughly processing that I went through it was just like, I was mad. I was massively upset that like she proposed to me. So I was assuming.
What about heartbroken? Pretty much heartbroken.
We were, about to create a life together.
Oh, and you lost your caregiver too, because remember, wifey wasn't wifey.
More than the one we had now. And then she just like took that away a couple months later. So it was very much like I was angry. I feel like I don't feel anger a lot. So I guess when I do feel it, I kind of go through it without realizing it. And
you have animosity. That's what you got right now.
And I think during the moments of my anger and me being really, really hurt, I can definitely say that I said some mean things to her. And I have obviously...
You're supposed to be reacting. You're failing on this. It's just an utter...
Apologize to her.
Oh, okay. Why is your mistreatment of Becky justified by a broken heart and you being so upset because she took the chance at a life together away from you when you've admitted you felt nothing, did not want a life together, was not happy, had to fake excitement, and felt trapped in a cage? I'm gonna be honest, the breakup was confusing. I went through a lot of different stages. Anger, relief, sadness, depression, happiness, hope. I went through it all.
Okay.
I really did. My broken heart, my anger.
Why do you have a broken heart if you don't care? If you didn't care, and y'all never kissed, never hugged, never complimented each other, never any of this, why do you have a broken heart? Because y'all are friends, right? So you shouldn't be heartbroken right now. You see how you're getting yourself, Amberlynn?
The resentment, whatever it may be, does not justify the way that I treated Becky. It doesn't. I have apologized to her in person.
Because your comment section was coming after you for the way you were talking and the way you were blaming and the way you were trying to manipulate and turn them against Beck. Yeah, none of your audience believed anything you said.
I've apologized to her in text. I've apologized to her on FaceTime. I have done a lot of apologies because Becky is a good person.
But you're not sincere and you do not take accountability. We've already established that.
With a fucking good heart. And it is what it is.
Then why do you put them down so much? Why do you say so many bad things? Quit searching for your words and just say them. Nope, we don't want no more lies. We don't need no more deceiving. We don't need no more of that. Open your mouth, they'll flow out if they're the truth.
I was mean. I was. Because I was mad. And when I get mad, I get irrational. I say things I don't mean. Like, it's a bad thing that I am working on.
It's not her fault. It's not her fault whatsoever at all. She's just telling you I had all these emotions, all these feelings build up inside me, and I just let them out.
That I have talked to my psychologist about. And she explained I wish I knew big words. There's something in your
You use big words all the time, and I always tell you, you don't know what they mean. Thank you for proving my point.
brain that triggers like flight or fight response. And with trauma-based people, especially like childhood trauma,
Oh my goodness gracious. You just need a freaking tattoo that says, I am foster care. I am saying my mother sucked. That's what you need.
a lot of people fight instead of flight. My fight is kind of mean. I do and did really, really, truly love Becky. It's just once the initial fear of the breakup was gone.
You just didn't want to be alone. Your dream was to become a wife. That's what you wanted. And all those possibilities went bye-bye with Beck because you had it so good and it just went away.
And the initial pain and the initial change and the initial shock, I was able to really, really reflect on how I truly felt and my feelings, and I felt horrible.
Have y'all caught on that this was supposed to be a little short video and how long this video has been? I don't even know if y'all are here with me. I have no idea. I'm just sitting here mouthing Amberlynn Reed. Well, goodness. And I'm waiting on my washer.
And that's why in this clip right here, I am very apologetic. I feel really bad. I still do to this day because what's on the internet stays on the internet.
And you forget that because all we do is go back on your channel and we prove every lie you've told.
I do not care that what I said per se is on the internet because of me. What I care about is that's going to be on the internet forever. And Becky kind of has to deal with that.
And you don't think about anybody besides yourself. So you don't really care what goes on with Beck.
She has to deal with her ex kind of bashing her.
Kinda. You don't even know the definition of a small word even.
And I feel horrible about it.
Bullcrap. No, you don't. Nope. You lying.
And I'm just sorry.
You're trying to get your point across and it ain't working.
Like, Becky, if you're watching this, you know. You know I'm sorry, and you know I love you as a person. Becky was strong enough to end the relationship when I wasn't, and that's the truth. And
all of your exes have broken up with you. You have not broken up with them. That says something about you as a person.
It just hurt and shocked me. But again, not justified, and I'm sorry.
Some mean things to her, and I have obviously apologized to her. You're completely wrong. I was not trying to take down.
Apathetic said, so I was struck for 8 videos, leading to 3 copyright strikes. I submitted a...
Why are you having a problem reading? Oh yeah, because of the way you're presenting this to people. Even I'm learning how to do picture in picture, and yeah, it sucks right now.
Counter to YouTube, who then reviews it before they will send it to... Okay.
Channel. I talked to them literally via email. We corresponded actually quite a bit, and I told them how bad I felt about their channel being taken down.
Oh, because people were coming after you left and right. Because you always say you do not care what people say about you. You don't care if reaction channels are saying stuff about you. You don't care. That's what you've always said, but it was different coming after Apathetic.
So when I saw that it was back...
Yeah, I did feel bad. I think at one point, I even told Apathetic, I said, if you make a new YouTube channel, because I thought their channel was down for good.
Well then, woman... Don't you even try to change the plot of this story.
And I felt bad. But in the emails, I literally told them that if you make a new YouTube channel, I will literally shout you out in my videos.
But then you're going to say, oh, I'll strike the ones that you don't edit. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it, guys?
So people know that you have a new YouTube channel. so that my audience can go find you, because my audience watches you. So
is it technically your audience? If your audience watches Apathetics, wouldn't it be more of Apathetics' audience than it is yours, because all you get is hate?
I genuinely felt bad. I promise you, without a doubt, I was not trying to get their channel taken down.
Oh, yeah, you were. Yep, you're bragging about it. Yep, you just got called out and you don't like it.
I was trying to get those videos taken down.
It's the same thing. What do you think happens after you get so many strikes on your channel? Everybody knows 3 times you're out, just like in baseball.
It was like, okay, good, because that was not my goal. My goal was just to prove, please do not upload my full video to your channel.
My goal was just to...
Okay, so this is one of the emails that I actually sent Apathetic, and I said, you're also taking viewers and money away from me.
That's exactly why she went after him, because Apathetic's got a lot more money and views from just doing the little compilations of Amberlynn than Amberlynn's videos herself. Kind of like today.
Yes. So I do believe that 2 things can definitely happen at once. 3 things, 5 things, 12 things can happen at one time. I did want those videos taken down, so that is one reason why I did it. And the word also, I feel like, might be important. I'm not trying to be petty. I'm just trying to explain myself. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're explaining everything and you're just making yourself look worse, because yes, you are being a little petty whoop.
I said, you're also taking viewers and money away from me, which is true, which is also another reason why I wanted those videos down. I just noticed that Apathetic Facts wasn't editing them as much, like at all. And I didn't like it.
And bottom line, straight up, plain up to the point, you were mad. You had a vengeance. You were going after Apathetics because your views are down.
I just didn't. So I still stand by that. I did not like it. So all this is just me simultaneously, that word, oh my
Try not to say big words, Amberlynn, because you don't know what they mean. You done admitted it.
God. Oh my goodness. This is just me saying that there was more than one reason.
Y'all know she could have just cut that out, right? Y'all caught that? She could have just, all of that, cut it out, edit. No, She's just going to leave them big words in there like, hey, I know how to say them, but she never told you what they meant.
For why I wanted those videos down.
Prove, please do not upload my full video to your channel.
And yeah, that's all it is. I literally just did not want my full video on there.
Quit repeating yourself. It ain't going to make you look any more innocent, because you're not.
If it was only about how wrong it is to upload your whole video, then why later say it was about money and views? I said also.
Oh yeah, keyword. Little bitty words matter to Amberlynn.
Because it was about both. If you did not want their channel taken down, why strike multiple times? Why not copyright claim instead, or strike a couple times as a warning? Why 7 or 8 times when 3 are needed for termination?
Explain it away, Amberlynn. Go ahead, explain it away. Let everybody know why you would strike a channel after saying you will not strike a channel.
This goes back to my dumb self. I did not know this.
Oh, yes, you did. Yes, you did, because you were celebrating it over in your community post.
I did not know that channels get taken down with a certain amount of strikes. I did not know that. That is my fault. I wanted to...
Ignorancy is not an excuse, Amberlynn.
Strike, because I thought per copyright strike, it's just the video will be taken down. And the reason why I thought that is because I have been copyrighted in the past.
Yeah, way in the past. I did a video comparing Beck's vlogs to Amberlynn's vlogs. And I got a copyright claim because of the music Amberlynn used. How in the world did she get away with it?
Unfortunately, I just deleted the video. I literally thought that's just what happens. And I apologize. I am very glad they got their channel back because I don't want to take away someone's full-fledged income.
Oh, yes, you would. Yeah, oh, yes, you would. You're just that conniving. Yeah.
I just want it to be fair. And I did not feel like it was fair. That's all.
Your feelers got in the way is what happened, so you made other people have to be in their feelers because they almost lost the channel.
I will stand by that. And again, I did not want their channel taken down. I did not want their channel taken down. I was literally going to shout them out in several videos.
No, you weren't, because you never did it. If you were going to, you would have already done it. No, that's not what you wanted.
On my Snapchat, on my Instagram, just letting people know that they made a new channel because I felt horrible.
They have so many subscribers. Them starting over, oh goodness gracious. It wouldn't matter if you shouted them out or not, because right now you have a guilty conscience.
Because I did not want to take away their full income, because I don't know anything about their personal life. I don't know if this is their only income, if this is how they have a roof over their head. Not my intention. And it is shame on me because I did not do enough research.
You don't do research in anything you do. Your jewelry business, you do no research. You do no research, and when it comes to YouTube, you don't even know terms of service when it comes to YouTube.
Should have researched it, to be honest, even before I did it. I should have looked up what could happen to the channel, but I didn't. Selfishly, I didn't. And I'm sorry for that.
Episode that actually offended me. She admitted to being a, I don't want to mispronounce this word, xenophobe. And I'm just like,
isn't that like
she
a?
admitted to it.
I'm talking about Trisha Paytas here, by the way.
Oh, she used to love Trisha Paytas. Oh, did she ever? She bought everything there was of Trisha Paytas. And then Trisha gets on H3 and Amberlynn has to choose Trish. Or why can I not remember his name? The host of H3.
Like, in my opinion, it's almost the same as racism.
I mean, it is.
Don't bring stuff like that up on your dagblang channel. Leave it alone. It ain't got no business being on here.
Like, I don't know. I'm just like so
Xenophobia. Like, that's like.
It's where you're prejudiced to people from other countries. I feel like that's
not
fucked
racism.
up. It's not racism, no, but it reminds me of it. Is what I'm saying.
What's the point of this? What are we trying to learn? I'm ready to learn whatever she's lying about or whatever she's doing. Well, come on, let's get to it.
Damn, I was heated.
I don't know why, but it does. It is what it fucking is.
It's literally the stupidest thing.
Like, I feel like
it's the stupidest thing because nobody is from anywhere at that point. Because you got to think of it like this, you know.
That's like not liking someone because they're Chinese or something. Because they're from China. That is so.
It
makes me cringe.
So mad here.
And I don't understand why you're mad. I don't understand the point of this. I'm missing, guys. I'm always missing something when it comes to Amberlynn.
Yes, girl, let's go watch Chantel. She's amazing.
Yes, girl, let's go watch Chantel.
Oh, okay.
But definitely go to Chantel.
Someone said, how do you feel about losing the throne to Chantel? I said, Chantel's amazing. I made sure to polish it before handing it over.
Chantal is Foodie Beauty. Right now, Foodie Beauty is on a hiatus and run, I guess. I don't know, my word, opinion. And so Amberlynn and Foodie Beauty are off the internet, or off YouTube at the moment.
I feel like I know what this is about.
Go to Chantel. 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 Tell her I love her. Go to Chantel. She's better than you.
Go back to Egypt, you in refugee piece.
Okay, I don't want to listen to all that.
You said it happened. You need to listen to it. You need to take responsibility.
Okay. Well, let me see. How long is it?
Go to Chantel. She's better than you.
Go back to Egypt, you in refugee piece. You don't even deserve to be. Just
okay.
People like you. Okay.
You're that embarrassed. You're that embarrassed by that. You don't even want to hear it. You don't want the Cuba rage, all that. You don't want to hear all that. Why not, Amberlynn? What is that? Why does that bother you so much, huh? Yeah.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
This is only part one. Look at how long part one is. Goodness gracious.
So Chantel knows, we know, I know that what she said was horrific.
Foodie Beauty goes on rants. Actually goes on anger rants. Amberlynn doesn't really do that. Amberlynn would just rather lie and manipulate and belittle.
Was. I have no excuses for her. I disagreed with everything she said. I was as shocked as you guys were. I honestly still am. I'm just like, damn. Because when I drink, I'm like emotional and like,
you can be downright hilarious when you drink. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes drunk Lynn is the best Lynn.
It's really sweet, really. I've never been like an angry drunk. That shocked me. Like the thing she was saying was like super offensive. My only answer is I don't want to believe that that's who she is.
But you know exactly who Foodie Beauty is, and there's been more than one time you've taken up for her.
I want to believe that she is a good person, that she's an amazing person. And that's honest. That's just me being honest. I don't agree with what she did, though.
You know, you ain't got to speak on things you don't want to speak on. You're making the choice to do this. You're making the choice of letting yourself look the way you're looking.
And I don't want Chantel to be mad at me for saying that, but I don't agree.
Chantel was mad at you because you went into her ex's chat. I mean, come on now. Y'all two are friends and then you can't stand each other.
I'm scared to upload this video for more reasons than one. I can definitely say that. But Chantel knows that it was disgusting.
If you're scared to upload it, then why did you do it? Oh, yeah, because of the ching, baby.
And it was wrong. And it's not okay. I don't support that in any sort of way, any shape, way, or form. Just thoroughly, I don't want to.
Okay, get off the subject. Just get off of it. Nope, we ain't gonna take something that I was able to laugh at and make it serious. No, ma'am, we don't do that.
Believe that that's really her. So the reaction is over.
Yeah, you don't need to be doing any more reactions. They turn out like cow patties, flat with no substance.
It was hard. This is a long video. I have a lot of editing to do.
Where? This video is so long because you won't edit. You don't like listening to your own videos after you film them and upload them.
But I think it'll be worth it. Hopefully you guys can understand me more. Again, I just apologize for ever making you guys feel deceived or gaslit or manipulated.
But you keep doing it to this day. So, yeah, all of this, it doesn't matter to a hill of beans.
It's like never my intention to do those things. And I think that's like what sucks, is because I do shit that I don't intend. And then it just turns into this big old thing, but it's ultimately my fault. And I'm sorry.
Because you upload absolutely everything and you don't sit here and edit out the parts that need to be edited out.
I can just like only learn from this. I know that everyone nitpicks, not everyone, but a lot of you nitpick a lot that I do say, etc.
I just don't like it. I don't like when you're being a deceitful person to your audience. I think you need to be called out on things like that.
So I do know that that's just gonna come with the territory. It's just like, I want criticism and constructive criticism.
And people try to give you that in the comments and then you call them haters.
That makes sense. I just feel attacked a lot. Like, that's ultimately how I feel. I feel like there is some that is very valid. things that I need to talk about or address and stuff like that. But then there's just like this nitpicking that is just so hard.
People are just criticizing you, Amberlynn. It's not nitpicking. There's a complete and total difference. Yeah, I never said I could do this correctly. Y'all know that.
And it's like loud. It's so noisy and loud. And I feel like the best way I can describe this in a metaphor is like the true constructive criticism just sounds like little tiny whispers, while the nitpicking, constant nitpicking.
Thought you weren't going to give excuses. That's all you're doing right now is excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. For anybody that takes her serious, I'm sorry, I can't.
Constant like body shaming and like fat jokes and just.
Yep, I'm not going to do that to you. I used to be big. I used to be overweight, so I know how it feels. But I also did something about it.
Just like downright cruelty is.
Cruelty. Told you she don't know big words.
Loud, screaming, like the loudest concert you've ever been to. Like, it's hard to hear and see the support and the true criticism that I need to be seeing.
You like to act like there's a whole lot of support out there for you. Everybody is there for you. You've got all these nice things in your comment sections and on your Insta, but listen to you now. You are telling the truth about people coming after you in the comments. It hasn't stopped.
Because I can't hear you guys. I can't find you guys. It's a mess. It's jumbled. I'm trying though. I really am. And that's all I can do from this point on is just try. And
you fail miserably. They can't call her a try-hard.
That's my job on this side. There's a two-way street. I feel like as a unit, if we want this to work, I feel like we all need to respect each other. And
even when people show you respect, you do not know how to give respect back. Look at Crystal, look at Beck.
And I guess I'll be the one to start. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys on my videos. I'm just going to continue with the vlogs. I'll probably do more reactions because I kind of do enjoy them.
You don't know how to react. Did you... No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
And I'm going to continue being me. I'm going to try to wake up every day with a positive mind frame, which I've been trying to do.
Yeah, that lasted all of, 20 seconds after you cleaned off?
And I noticed that it actually works. So, yeah. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye, Amberlynn. So what did you think? People say they want me talking more, so I was talking more. But if you think I was talking too much, get down in the comment section. I understand most of this audience is gone. I understand that most people don't like retros, and so they don't listen to them and they don't sit through them. I understand this, but there are people on my channel that they do enjoy it, and that's what I'm here for. I'm just here for y'all's entertainment, and I just like to have a little bit of fun on YouTube. So get down in the comment section if you're still here, and you let me know what you're thinking, what you have to say, and all of that. And do not forget number one thing, because I always forget to say it: subscribe and turn your bell on to all, so you will know exactly when I upload, because you never know where I'm going to be, what I'm going to be wearing, what I'm going to say, what I'm going to do, because neither do I. I like to be just as surprised as you are. Yeah. Hi, I'm Janet. That's me. But all right, guys, I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, holiday, year, whenever you might be watching this, and remember to smile today or make somebody else smile, because it really can make a difference. And if y'all stayed with me all the way to the end, I want to say thank you. I really do. I have a heart. Miss Amberlynn can't find hosts sometimes. But we still doing this. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one for me.